In the 1970s, the NFL was changing. It was the golden age of the running game, but offenses were starting to look for something more. They wanted players who could create mismatches and beat defenses in new ways. They found Dave Casper. With a rare blend of strength, skill, and smarts, Casper helped transform the tight end position. He blocked in the trenches, he caught clutch passes, and he pulled off one of the most controversial plays in NFL history. I'm Steven Jackson, and in this episode of Legends, we highlight the career of Dave Casper, a champion, a Hall of Famer, and whose legacy still echoes throughout the halls of the NFL world. David John Casper was born on February 2nd, 1952. Before his senior year of high school, his family moved to Wisconsin, and David became a member of one of the most dominant high school football teams of the time. The 1969 Chelton High Tigers went 8-0 without allowing a single point, outscoring opponents 363-0. Dave earned a scholarship to Notre Dame and made his mark in South Bend. His high football IQ, physicality, and determination made him stand out. But at Notre Dame, Casper's versatility made him a weapon. A lineman and a blocker early on, he developed into a jack of all trades. He played tackle on both sides of the ball, split end, tight end, and even wide receiver. Eventually, Casper honed his pass-catching skills and became a complete tight end. He also played a key role on Notre Dame's 1973 national championship team. In the 1973 Sugar Bowl against number 1 Alabama, Casper made an incredible catch on the final drive, setting up the game-winning field goal. He earned consensus All-American honors and the attention of the NFL. And in the 1974 draft, the Oakland Raiders selected Casper in the second round. While his first 2 seasons were quiet, the 1976 marked Casper's breakout. He became one of quarterback Ken Stabler's favorite target. That season, Casper had 53 receptions, 691 receiving yards, and 10 touchdowns, good enough for third most TDs in the league. The Raiders went 13-1 and rolled through the playoffs, reaching Super Bowl 11. Dave caught a first-quarter touchdown in the title game to give the Raiders a 10-0 lead, and they never looked back. Oakland defeated the Minnesota Vikings 32-14, and Casper and the Raiders claimed their first championship. Over the next 4 seasons, Casper became the league's best tight end, earning annual Pro Bowl and All-Pro honors. But he might be best remembered for 2 of the most iconic plays in NFL history. During his playing career, Dave earned the nickname The Ghost after the cartoon character Casper the Friendly Ghost. That would play a role in what came to be known as the Ghost to the Post. On Christmas Eve 1977, the Raiders and the Colts played one of the all-time epic games in the divisional round. Dave had 4 catches in the game. 3 of them went for touchdowns. The first overtime ended without a score. In the second, Casper caught the game-winning touchdown on a 10-yard post from Stabler. The play was so legendary it became a part of NFL lore. But Casper's impact wasn't only about flashy moments and touchdowns. He was a dominant blocker, a precise route runner, and he was a player who brought intelligence and unselfishness to every snap. Coaches often called him the ultimate team player. He was willing to do whatever it took to win. That brings us to Casper's other infamous play. It changed the NFL and the rule books itself. It's simply known as the Holy Roller.
Oakland trails 20-14. 10 seconds left. Stabler back. Here comes the rush. He sidesteps. Can he throw? He can. The ball. Flip forward is loose. A wild scramble. 2 seconds on the clock. Casper grabbing the ball. It is ruled a fumble. Casper is recovered in the end zone. The Oakland Raiders have scored on the most zany, unbelievable, absolutely impossible dream of a play.
The play was so controversial, it led to a rule change. Forward fumbles could not be used to advance the football. 6 games into the 1980 season, Oakland traded Casper to Houston for their first and second round picks. It was an incredible haul for a tight end. It also reunited Dave with Ken Stabler, where they played together 4 seasons. Casper will be traded one more time to Minnesota. He finished out his career with the Raiders, who had relocated to Los Angeles in 1984. By the time he retired, Casper had 378 receptions, 5,216 receiving yards, and 52 touchdowns. Numbers that were extraordinary for a tight end in his era. Dave Casper was a champion at every level. He won a national title with Notre Dame. He won a Super Bowl with the Raiders, and in 2002, he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. For Casper, it was never about personal honors. Instead, it's his humility, his hard work, and his leadership, which defined his career. He inspired teammates with his work ethic and his legacy as a trailblazer for the tight end position. And that's why Dave Casper is a legend.